Could you do me a favor? Why you look like that? You know what I'm about to ask you,
I
right?
know.
You go give me a couple of lines or a whole poem.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here for it.
Okay, what do you want to hear? Like, what type of topic?
It don't matter.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever's on your heart.
Hmm.
With no book.
With no book. I'm thinking, or I'm like, what if we do this? I can give you a poem, or I can give you a snippet of this song that I made, and I can make it sound a little bit poetic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's a little bit of language in here.
Oh, that's fine. Welcome to Raw Talent.
Okay. Yeah. So this song is called Over Me.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna do this like a poetic style. See. Okay. Okay. This nigga trying to control me, trying to take over me. My spirit not a remote, can't get a hold of me. Thinking of going remote, can't get a hold of me. This boy be doing the most, just like a OD. Don't owe you, nigga, you owe me. Cheat on me, so now you lonely. Treat homies like they your only. Don't love you, so now you want me. Possessive, not a possession. Need passive for exorcism. Pass me some exorcisms, cushings, no ventriloquism.
Okay. Okay. When that's coming out?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
When that's coming out, you like that? I like that. She was gone. I thought she was gonna keep on going too.
Yeah, that one's kind of
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, it's a little snippet of something.
That was dope though.
Thank
that
you.
was dope. Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent.
Especially in Virginia, that's to me that's more because I'm from Philly, so I feel like I feel like that's more so like a up north name, Micaiah, Nakaya, like Naeem, like names.
Like I told you,
like
my daughter's name is Maria.
Oh wow, that's
She was my miracle child, so I named her
Maria
because it means miracle.
Oh,
I didn't want to name her Miracle. I wanted to have something
different.
Yeah,
no, I like that though. My mom didn't even notice. My mom thought I was gonna be a boy, and so she was gonna name me Mackay after her favorite actor, Mackay Pfeiffer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but then I was like, it's like my girl. And so
did they tell her that you were a boy?
No, she wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, she wanted.
That's what I did with my daughter.
Yeah, and so then of course I was a girl, and first she was gonna name me Chloe. I'm like, girl, don't you dare! And then she was gonna name me Holiday. Mind you, we don't even celebrate the holidays, so I just feel like that doesn't
Why
make
don't you
any
celebrate
sense.
the holidays?
My dad's Muslim, and my mom is a Hebrew Israelite, and so like you just don't celebrate it.
So what is your religion?
I just consider myself, and people don't like this, I don't care, but I just consider myself like a spiritual person, like I feel like there's a lot of pros and cons in each religion. However, there are connections through every single one. And so I just look at those connections and go, okay, like something, like it has to be something here, even if I don't agree with these practices in specific religions, this and like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, like they all have like one little thing. They all have one little thing that connects,
right?
And that's what I look at, the things that connect. So I pretty much look at all the different religions and just whatever I feel like makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
understandable. At least you follow your own path. That's the thing about religion too, is that people feel like you have to be put in a box.
Yeah,
and you have to do a certain thing a certain way.
It's like, no, you don't. Like, it's not the case.
Right.
God gave us free will.
Right.
What I'm saying?
Right. And it's amazing how people say they follow the Bible, but then they condemn people for having thoughts of different things. Because that's also in the Bible that you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, like, and then I'm sure it's in there because it's because God is saying all of y'all are right and wrong at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just relax.
And at the end of the day, when we go to meet him, it's just gonna be you and him. It's not gonna be you and all these other people.
Exactly. So you need to just relax and do what you feel is right.
I know that's right. So tell me this: who is the Stuttering Poet? She turned into the little girl.
No, the Stuttering Poet. I say, the Stuttering Poet is, I say, like, the part of me that represents like what I stand for. That represents my emotions. Like the more I'm trying to get into being okay with feeling how I feel about stuff. You know, it represents my emotions, represents just having a voice, represents like just a part of me that like I call it like my mom's name is Shalita. I call it like my Shalita side, you know, just really
Your alter
being,
ego.
yeah, you know, and just really being strong and how I feel about something or whatever the case may be, even if it's just how I feel or whatever. That's really this Stuttering Poet and like just spreading like light, you know, and just like letting people know like look like as we were talking about earlier, you know, being your own person, following your own path, doing what you feel is right. Even if I don't agree, it works for you. So
Right.
my opinion doesn't really matter. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll say that, you know, it just represents the part of me that just like wants people to know, and whether that's know how I feel or know themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you come up with that name?
Because I do stutter. Now, as I've grown, I've gotten better. Because like when I was younger, when I was like, I guess say up until 5, I didn't stutter. I just had a speech impediment. Like you, well, it's still a speech impediment, but like you just couldn't understand what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that was like normal. And but then when I turned 6, like when it's supposed to go away, I started stuttering. And so my mom and my dad both had speech impediments. So yeah, but like as I've grown and stuff, like I've grown out of it. Like for the most part, you can't even really tell. I've been saying
Right.
this whole stuff without really stuttering, but
Right.
but you know, it does come and does happen. And I wanted to make that prominent in who I am because my first poem called Broken Record is about my stuttering, is about my impediment, and about like what I went through that. So even when people say, "Oh, but you don't even stutter," I'm like, well, here's why. You know, like I had to go through a lot. Like I had to. It's 21 years of like
Right.
dealing with this. You know, so like, yeah, and I want to make that prominent just so people, with speech, even people who don't stutter, just with speech impediments in general, know like you have the right to say what you want to say. Anybody who don't want to listen is not there for you. Because all the
Right.
people that really care about me has the patience to listen to
Right.
me. Yeah.
Oh wow. So how did you overcome the speech impediment?
Really, like I just really kept on being myself. Like you know, I wouldn't like not talk. You know, some people that stutter, they
Don't
don't
talk.
talk. Yeah, and that's not the case. You know, I would get to fighting and stuff. You know, like I would.
You? I can't even picture that.
Yes, I would get to fighting because when people would pick on me, like one time I punched this boy in the face because he just kept on messing with me. I told him to stop. He didn't listen, so I socked him and. And he was
I
mad.
just can't picture you doing
It's
that.
like yeah, but
I can't
like
even picture you angry for real, you
yeah,
know?
I don't like to get mad, but it does happen. But yeah, like I just overcame it just by like just being who I am. You know, like I never, of course, like as sometimes I would, but overall, I never really tried to minimize myself. You know, I just be like, this is who I am. You know, again, if you don't have the patience to listen to me, then I'm not your girl. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like you
right.
can go somewhere else.
All right.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a gift to be able to put on that and not be scared of
Mhm.
anybody else judging you. It's like
Yeah.
you wore your flaws on the
Yeah.
outside. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't criticize me about this
Exactly.
because
It's
this is
like
who I am.
exactly.
That
It
is
is what it
dope.
is. Thank
That's
you.
dope. And that's something that a lot of people don't embrace, you
Mhm.
know, period.
Yeah,
You
overall,
know,
yeah,
period.
you know, I understand, you know, why people, you know, don't want to say nothing, and like sometimes it may be different because like, I will say like because I'm a girl and stuff, people may be like a little bit more like they might find it cute compared to you know guys who stutter where they might get it a little bit harder, but even with them, it's like just be yourself, yo, because
Right.
like at the end of the day, you have to live with this and like just you have to be okay with it because it's not
Right.
every single day you're going to like I used to think it was like a curse, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Like why me?
yes, why me? No, really, I really did used to think it was a curse, and sometimes you know on like those bad days, you know when it was hard to be strong, I would just cry and stuff and just you know ask the God, you know why would you like make me like this? But now I understand because you know look at me out
I know that's
here.
right. So is it like a nervous thing? Like when you get nervous, do you stutter?
It's overall like even if I'm just like again I've gotten way better. Like at first saying all this, I would stutter on every single word or every other word, but it's just really just like how it is. Like I will say it does come more whenever I'm excited or angry or nervous. It does come more, but like even if I'm calm and just talking, like it sometimes just happens.
Right.
And
So when you perform, do you get nervous when you perform? Because a lot of
um
people, you know, you stand in front of a crowd, you know, your nerves
yes.
kick in. So that's like a double negative for you.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
like actually, this is so backwards. I actually don't really get that nervous in front of people because it's so many people. You know, if it's just like me and one other person, that's when I'm nervous because
Oh
like it's just
wow.
me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just us.
Right.
But like if it's like a bunch of people, I don't know. It's kind of it's less. I mean, I still get nervous because it's still a new crowd of people. You know, I don't know how they're going to take it, but the nerves actually kind of help me. I feel like it helps bring the emotion out in my voice, and you know, like the shakiness. You know, it sounds like
Well,
I'm
I've
getting
seen you perform and you
emotional.
don't look nervous. I just
Thank
want to
you.
let you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
You don't look nervous at
But
all.
yeah, like I just I don't know. I'm really not. I'm like you said. I really don't be that nervous. Like I'm not. I might get a little bit shaky, but I'm not like it's not that
Okay.
deep.
So what inspires you?
What inspires me? Really like I feel like this is like so whatever to say, but like I feel like I really inspired myself. You know what I'm
You
saying?
inspire yourself? Okay,
Yes,
that's dope.
honestly and truly, like I mean, you know, of course, like when I was first starting off in poetry, I would look on I like button poetry, youth speaks, certain poetry, and those certain poets definitely inspired me. But I feel like at this moment in my life right now, I feel like I'm really inspiring myself because you know I'm just growing and you know like working on myself and just trying to be who I know that I am. And through that journey, I should say, and just through looking at stuff in life, because this world's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, the world's
Yeah.
crazy.
You ain't gotta
Yes,
lie about that
yes.
one.
Through looking at the world and just going through my own journey, I kind of inspire myself because I write with how I feel. You know, like I can't write about happiness if I'm not feeling happy. You
Right.
know, like like I can't write about how good the world is if the world's falling apart.
Definitely falling apart.
You know.
You got a lot of content there.
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah. So
So, what is the most challenging aspect of being a poet?
most challenging aspect. Hmm. I'll say people like really like knowing me like outside of just poetry because I feel like some people that meet me they just think you know I'm just like always like so deep you know and just and just you know always I mean even though you know I do like talking about these things but you know I'm also you know like over like I have layers to me you know I'm also a really like goofy person you know.
Yeah, I learned that in the past 30 minutes.
You know, I'm also a very goofy person. You know, I'm also you know at times you know I can be upset and be mad and be kind of you know stubborn and stuff. You know, like there are layers to me.
Right.
You know, so like when people like I said, when people meet me, like I think they just think I'm just like this deep person. Like some people, like some like men that like me, and I feel like this is so weird. Maybe it's just me, but but they will like write me poems about me. I don't even know them. I do not
That's
know these.
weird.
I think that's so weird. I'm just like, don't
Yeah.
do that. I was like, do not do that,
I'm a
please.
poet, but don't woo me like
Don't do
that. That's
that. I
not the
don't.
way to get
It's
to my heart.
weird. I don't like. I don't even know you. You
Right.
know, if I know you and you know I inspired you and you want to write this, I respect that. But you are just username 6656 on Instagram. Like I'm not. I'm not understanding. Yes, but that's it. I guess you know just people seeing me like behind the poetry. That's why I'm getting into music as well. One, because I love music, and two, because just to also show other layers of myself.
So when you say getting into music, what do you mean?
I don't know if you've seen. I have a few songs that I made. I haven't dropped yet. I have a song called "Cause I Can." I made the song just because I could.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
straight cutting
yeah,
forward, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Pretty simple. I have this song that I made called "Mama Said" in parentheses balance, and the song it's just the beginning lines is "Mama raised me not to be vain, but she made me also pretty." You know, it's just like you know she raised me not to be a vain person and stuff, but it's like so,
Yeah, right.
so you
Embrace
know,
that. Embrace
yes. So
that.
you know, you gotta have that balance.
So
And
you singing, you
I'm rapping. I'm rapping.
rapping.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Poet,
yeah.
rapper.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all
And
right.
that
The
my
female Wale.
yes,
Okay,
and my rapper name is Coca.
and you
Yeah,
got another
yeah,
personality. Look at that. Okay.
yeah,
All
Coca.
right. So when will this project be on the
Um,
horizon?
well, I did a little like sneak peek of because I can on my page, but I don't. I just brought the right set on my stuff. So I should be dropping it like I'll say soon. I don't know when.
Okay.
I don't know
We gonna
when,
be on the
but
lookout for
soon.
that because I'm
Yes,
excited.
I think it's gonna. I
I
think
got
people gonna
I
like
gotta
it.
meet Coca.
Yes, yes.
So how'd you come up with that name?
That one actually, my friend Monty from when I moved back to Philly. My friend Monty, you know, she wanted to give me like a different name. It's because you know I call her Monty. I say well people call me Kaya, she was just like, I don't like that. I'm like, well, okay. And she was just like, I'm gonna call you Coca. I like that. And from there, like people at the school I went to, it was Abraham Lincoln High School. Some people at Lincoln, they were calling me Coca. I turned that to my main page Instagram name. So then people, when I moved back to Virginia, people here start calling me Coca. So it just kind of caught on. So shout out to Monty.
All right, Monty. Thank you for the coca.
Yes, yes.
So you say you moved back to Philly. So how long have you been in Virginia?
So I moved here when I was 10, and
Hmm.
then I was here for about like 3 years, and then I moved back to Philly. I stayed there for a year, then I came back when I was 15, and I stayed here. I went to Georgia Webb. I graduated from there, and I've been here since then.
So which one would you rather be in Philly or here?
That's really hard. Like I'm used to being here now, cause like I like the quiet and like the peace sometimes, but
It's more
like
fast paced in Philly.
yeah, it's more fast paced, but at the same time, I like Philly because like I like being all over the place, and and there's a lot of places to be there, but it's also like a lot going on there, and it's like the violence is crazy. I mean, the
Mm.
violence is crazy here as well, but I can go to an open mic without being a little bit stressed. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah. So like
You
it's
don't
just
hear very many people talk about a lot of violence in Philly, though.
yeah, it's bad. Like
You hear about
my
Chicago, New York. You know what I'm
Philly
saying?
is
But
bad. Like my sister, we were talking like a few weeks ago, and she was just like on their block that they live on. Somebody got the shooting on that block, and when they had woke up to go outside to go somewhere, it was blood on the street on my stepmom car. Like it's
mm,
that close. Like it's really bad. Like people like it's kids finding guns and like shooting themselves by accident. It's just a lot going
wow,
on. Yeah. And
wow.
I couldn't be in that environment. And plus, like I like it's just a mixture of both. Cause here sometimes it's boring, and I'm just like I need to do something. You know?
You need some
Yeah,
excitement.
yeah. If I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning on 10 in Philly, I can find somewhere to be at 2 o'clock in the morning. Here, I just gotta stay in the
Right.
house.
And COVID don't make that no better. You
Yes,
know.
exactly. Yeah. Um,
So what is your creative process?
um Wait, that was so extra.
Yes.
But I'll say like because I'm starting to change my process. I'm like at first it would really just be like in the moment. Today I feel like writing a poem, But now I do more things because when I was in high school, all I did was just go to school and go home. I
Right.
had a job, but that was like a few hours a week, so I still had the time to really do it. Now what I do, I'm trying to be more consistent with like getting into meditations and stuff, and it's like
Mhm.
before I write, I do like a crown chakra meditation, and the crown chakra is it's your it's your creativity, like your thought realm and stuff. So I just do that. I just kind of like, and whatever I feel like fighting about, like of course I just keep that in my mind, and yeah, I do like a slight meditation, and I write some. Sometimes I just write, and but then sometimes when I write, I go on like a tangent that's like not even about what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Right. I
yeah,
understand that.
yes. And so
Hmm.
I take a step back, like Makai, you are going in a completely different.
This is not where
This
I
is a whole
started.
different poem.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing? Yeah,
Right.
and so I take a step back. I might come to it the next day. I need to be more consistent though, because sometimes the next day can turn to the next month. So it's like, yeah, I'm working on it, but I do just try to meditate and just really tap into how I truly feel about whatever I'm writing about at that moment.
But you do really good with like memorizing.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
how do you get to that aspect of it? Because honestly, as a poet myself, I struggle with that.
Yeah. So for me, because I stutter as well, it makes it a little bit harder for me. So what I do is like I memorize like as I go along. So as I'm writing and stuff, this part I feel solid on. I don't feel like moving on the next part until I have this part down pat, and then I will move on. And then and so I kind of practice like in parts, and then but even if I go back and edit stuff, only slight things have changed, so it's
Right.
not really too much to rememorize. If that
Right.
makes sense.
It does. I got you.
Yeah. So
So how long does it take you to like complete a piece?
um
It depends on whether you taking that day, next day, or the
yes, or
month.
that month. Yes, it really just depends. I'm trying to be more consistent. I am, but I'll say like if I know like let's say somebody asked me to write a poem, I can finish that poem within like a week or less. But if it's like my own stuff, I like to take a little bit more time on it and be like real specific. It might just take me a month, but I know it can take me shorter than that. It's just because I procrastinate. That's what it is. Yeah. Once I be more consistent, I have a more solid answer.
Okay, so what's the most useless talent that you have?
Well, I can hula hoop. I'm a good hula hooper.
What?
I'm an amazing hula hooper. I remember in middle school. Let me tell you this story real quick. I remember in middle school they had a hula hooping contest.
You won?
Yes, mind you, it was me and this real popular girl. Right in middle school, I was kind of like in the middle. I just knew
Yeah.
everybody. This real popular girl. Everybody thought she was gonna win. I'm just like, I got this in the bag. She lost. I'm just like, yeah. We out here. I want me a
Fucking with the
soda.
hula hoop. Though.
Yes, I want me a soda from the teacher's lounge. I was hype. I was really hype. But yes, I
You want
can
a
hula
soda
hoop.
from the teacher's lounge? I
Yes.
know that's right.
He came in my third period class like, here you go. I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coco the hula hooper.
Yes.
Okay, so if you had to completely start over, somebody came to you and said you can't do what you've been doing for the past 5 years anymore. You got to start over from day one. What would you do different?
What I do different.
You weren't ready for that one?
No, I was not. I'm thinking I would probably just be more disciplined with myself.
With your craft?
Yeah. Cause like, but that's how I am just overall. Like, but cause I'm trying to work on it. Cause like I don't want to just be like, oh, that's how I am, and that's that. So like, I would say I would definitely be more consistent, be more driven, because I feel like I would be further. I mean, I definitely am in a good spot now, but I
Right.
know that I would be further than what I am now if I was to just like
So what's your goal?
run.
Where is it that you want to be?
I want this to just be my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You want to be a full-time poet?
yeah, full time poet, artist. And like I do have other plans as well. Like even when it's not if even when
Yes.
I make it to where I want to make it to. I want to own a lot of businesses as well. I want to own corner stores, laundromats. I want to own like small apartment complexes. And rent out to people. I want to eventually have enough money to make a free youth center and make a free like mental health and financial literacy classes like where our people can go there easily like without no problem.
Right.
I want to
You
eventually
want to have
just
better of the community.
yeah. I just want to have money, and not want to have money just to have money. Like I need money to do stuff.
Yeah,
If
right.
if I could do this now for free, everything would be set.
Right. Yeah, it would be. You're right. You're right. So, what social issues move you the most between? I know you dealing with two places where I got a whole lot of issues
Yeah.
going on between Philly and Virginia. So,
Yes.
what social issues tug at your heart the most?
Of course, I'm black. We're black.
I didn't
So
notice.
yeah. But when it comes to our community, and of course, police brutality is a big issue as well, and we also really need to focus on the violence with ourselves. And I feel like people don't really like to talk about this. It's like it's
Yeah.
true.
Hmm.
I shouldn't have to have people that I went to school with dying, what I'm saying, or being killers, what I'm saying.
Right.
That shouldn't be normal, but I can count on, I believe, more than one hand, and that's not okay. You
Right.
know, like my main drive is that having us really get out. A lot of us are bringing out this mindset, but I think a lot of us are like mentally encaged from slavery and it going down, and a lot of our parents and their parents and their parents don't make it any better.
Right.
So it's like we understand. I feel like at this point everybody understand where these problems in our community comes from, even if they all come from slavery, we understand that. But what are we going to do
Go
about it
about it
now?
now.
That's
Hmm.
where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm
Hmm.
kind of over it. I shouldn't, like I remember my sister. I have four sisters. I remember my one of my younger sisters. She was like 7 at the time, and so her whole life I was living in Virginia, and so she thought I was from Virginia, and she was just like, Micaiah, do you want to know how it is being in Philly? Every night when you're trying to go to sleep, you always hear gunshots and sirens and the ambulance, and that's my 7-year-old sister.
Mm.
And it's just like, this isn't because the cops are shooting these people at 2 o'clock
It's
at
because
night.
we're shooting
It's
each
because we're
other.
shooting each other. and people have to
Wow.
like that's for some reason that's a taboo subject, but it needs to not be because it's a
Right,
problem.
right.
You know
I
what I'm
mean, even
saying?
with the thick of George Floyd and everything last year, it was a post that was like, yeah, we need to focus on um, police brutality, but what about the violence inside of our
We
community?
need to focus
And
on
I
both.
shared it, and somebody else called me and was like, now it's not the right time.
And it's
And
like
I was like,
this is the
well, when
perfect time
is the right time?
because like it's because my thing is I feel like we should scream Black Lives Matter even more when that happens. Is because we're losing two Black lives. Somebody's dying and somebody's going to jail. We're
Right,
losing two Black lives, and
right,
both of those lives matter. And we understand that both of those people are probably mentally, spiritually broken because of how they were brought up, because of this environment. We understand where it comes from, but we're living in it now and we have to change it.
yeah,
Because keep on saying, this is my thing. We can't expect the same people that shot us to take us to the hospital. We
yeah,
can't expect these people that want us to be where we're at to help us.
right,
I don't care if Biden cares about us or not. It's because regardless, at the end of the day, we're still going to be in the same spot because nobody really cares,
right.
and some of us don't even care, and that's the problem. So yes, that's why I'm most passionate
Yes,
about.
I can tell. I can tell. You
Yes,
you took us
really,
to church. You did. You
really.
did. I love it though. I love it.
Thank you.
So, you're a new addition to the crayon box. What color would you be and why?
I like this. I'll say
Throwing some twist in there for you.
yes. I'll say probably the more like I grow up, I'm starting. I used to hate pink because I used to think it
You
was
know
so
something, me
necessary.
too.
But I
I was a
love
purple
pink
girl.
now. I still love blue, but pink. I'll probably be a color pink. I feel like it's just so like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Pow.
yeah,
In your face.
yeah. Like we out here, and like it's real soft, but like real vibrant at the same time. So yeah, I think I would be pink.
Okay. So Coco Stuttering Poet pink.
Yes,
So you have to
yes.
incorporate some pink into some of your,
Yes, I might do a all pink photo shoot.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So we're not animals. We are human, but we are broken. I got you with that one.
Yes,
So what does that mean?
we are not animals. We are human, but we are broken. Pretty much what we were talking about. Us as a community, like we have a lot wrong with us. We are a broken community, and then I mean, we're not animals. We are human. We are broken. And and then I also say, we need stitches, not band-aids. We really need to really like sew this together and not just cover it up.
Right.
We really need to come together. That's why I'm saying, like a lot of us, they treat us like animals, and some of us treat each other like
Like
we are
animals.
animals. And so I'm just saying, like, of course humans are animals, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. We are not animals. We are human, but we are broken. Like we need to, like I said, we just need to fix this.
I guess the biggest drawback with fixing it is where do you start?
That's what I'm saying. And I think it's all starts in the mind because
Right.
a lot of people mentality is messed
Has to
up
change.
because of all the stuff that happened. And
Right.
we understand that. It's something like I understand like something that happened to me when I was 7 years old can still affect me now.
Right.
If
Definitely.
if I don't fix that excuse me, if I don't fix that trauma when I have kids, they might have some type of, and they don't know why, but that's because of my energy
Mm-hmm.
is now onto them, and I didn't solve that. You
Right.
know, so like and just so much has happened.
So
So
counseling could probably play a big part in it.
counseling, yes.
Definitely.
I really feel like people need to
And our community isn't big
release
on
in there, and it's
counseling.
not. But people need to really release. They need to stop suppressing what
Mm-hmm.
and I even have ways of suppressing. When I'm sad and stuff, I feel like eating something. I feel like looking at memes all day. But
That's how you.
yes,
That's
I just want to laugh.
looking at memes.
Yes, I just want to laugh. I would sit there and look at memes all day, and just so I can laugh
Right.
and not really face the fact that right now I'm sad.
Right.
And it's okay to be sad.
But does your poetry ever help you bring you out of those places
Yes,
as
yes,
well?
yes. I always write poems to help me, one, draw me out to be like, look, you need to relax. Like you need
Right.
to stop doing this and you need to move forward.
Right.
To kind of bring me out of that, to get that energy off of me, because really most of my poems, like not most of them, really all of them, when I had wrote it, it was like me putting closure to the situation that happened. Me really being like, it happened. as that, and I'm moving forward. I can't let this affect me anymore, and it really helps me.
So when you go back and you actually execute those poems in front of other people, do you ever go back to that emotional spot that you were in when you first
Yeah.
wrote it and you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why like some poems I don't really do that often because of that. Like and then like if I don't tap into that emotion, I feel like I'm just talking. I feel like I'm just up there talking.
Yeah.
So it definitely does. That's why like some poems I don't really do too often. Plus I feel like certain poems are like kind of weird in certain environments, like depending. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it definitely brings me back to that space.
You ever walked into a place and said, okay, this is the poem, like before you got there, you're like, this is the poem I'm gonna do. And then you sit there, you feel the vibe, and the vibe is like,
Completely. Like, you know
I
what?
can't do that.
I'm not gonna do that. You're not gonna mess with that.
Do you ever read your poems?
What you mean,
Like have to read them when you performing them, or you only do the ones that you remember?
actually, like every now and again, I will bring my book and read a poem that's fresh or that's short or something that I didn't finish yet, but I want people to see. So like that's like a rare occasion. I remember
Because
once.
I ain't never seen you with a book.
Yeah, it's really
And I didn't
really
see you
rare.
perform a lot of times.
Yes, it's really rare, and it's funny. It's because like people who have seen that whenever they see the book, they just be like, oh, she got the book today. I'm just like, relax, relax.
She ready to pull something out there.
Yes.
You said, I'm not saying escape the hood, reinvent it. Do you really see that being a possibility?
I really hope so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think that we can. It really starts with your mentality.
But when you say reinvent, how do you reinvent the hood? Why
Like,
would you want to reinvent it?
well, not even like reinvent, like, because look at how it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Reinvent it as in like, it's still there, but we can make this community of people that are so tight knit. Everybody know where everybody at. You know where your op is in 2.5 seconds.
Right.
You know where he be at. But if this was your friend and your friend that needed help and you can't get in touch with him, you know where your friend is at and you
Right.
can help him. So it's just like changing everything that we have going on and turning.
Changing the aspect.
Yeah, changing the aspects and turning it into what it really can be, because I can see it. I can see, like, I remember in Philly, like of course, like, Philly was like still bad, but it wasn't. It was like we still had a sense of community. It's this block called 16th and Lehigh. They used to block off that block and just have a big block party. Like, everybody in that area
No
comes.
violence, just
No violence.
positivity.
People dancing. Free everything. Free popcorn. Free water ices. Free cotton candy. Big bouncy houses. I seen that be a possibility. It can
Right.
happen. You know, it's just, again, it's just what people's mindset. So when I say reinvent it, I'm not saying knock everything down and turn it into something completely different. No,
Right.
you can keep it like how you feel is right. If you like how your house is up, if you like how the energy y'all have in this neighborhood is, that's good. But you need to transmute it into something better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Just change that into something better.
I feel that.
Because you can stay there. If you like being in the hood, you can stay there. Just do a little bit better.
So, what's the motivation behind Broken Record?
um, like I said a little bit earlier, that's the first poem that I ever wrote about my stuttering.
Mhm.
So I just really wanted to get that out there, because that was the beginning of me using poetry as therapy and to close the chapter, because I was really insecure just about other stuff as well, because I wrote this other poem that is actually lost. I had to like either find it or rewrite it. Yes, but I wrote this other poem around the time I wrote that, because like it's me like just really letting people know like what my reality was. Like people have messed with me. I did have to fight. Teachers didn't really do much. You know what I'm saying?
Which
So,
is sad,
which
because
is really sad.
that's what they there
That's what
for.
they're there for. Yes, So like, and I have a poem talking about. I have a new poem that I'm trying to write talking about that as well. But yeah, it's just really releasing how, like, the reality of my speech impediment. And me putting a closure on the fact that, like, you know I've accepted this. And whatever you say is what you can feel how you feel. but I
Right.
love this now. This is like I'm looking sad that it's going away. I'm not gonna lie,
Why?
cause it's like I'm so used to it, and now that my
It's getting
impediment like
better.
is it? It's just like wait a minute, wait a minute.
This is not where we
This is
were
not
though.
right, right. It's a bittersweet thing, but yeah, I just voted to solidify myself.
Okay.
Mm.
So you were already talking about opening up businesses and all that, but tell me about APC.
Yes, APC, a poet's closet. Yeah, so like my dad been saying, I guess since I was like 16, he was saying, you need to get merged, da, da, da. Eventually end up getting some. I'm trying to get because like I'm really like particular about my stuff. That's why it kind of takes me a while, a little bit. But I'm trying to get long sleeve shirts and short sleeve shirts. I already have my design for it. I have a new logo. Like I just really wanted something to also represent me, like a different branch of me, and to also help make my dream a reality. To help like this is I can survive off this. Right now it's not there, but I know it's going to get there because people love a poet's closet. People be hitting me up like, when are you getting shirts? When are you getting this? You should do
Yeah, because
this. You should do
Montana
this.
needs some APC merch too.
Yes,
We gotta do a
yes.
shirt for a shirt or something.
Yes, no, for
You
sure.
know.
Yes, yes. So, I'm definitely expanding more on that. Again, it just really comes with me being consistent, being more disciplined with myself. One of my affirmations for this month is I am showing up for myself. Like I'm here. Because I have to stop. So it's like
At least
yeah.
you can hold yourself accountable. That's
Yeah.
big. That's growth too.
Yeah,
The fact that
yeah.
you can hold yourself accountable.
Yes, yes, because like I know again I could have got a lot more done, So, but I'm not beating myself up too
But
much
it's a
about it.
reason in the season for stuff too.
Exactly, that's why I'm not really
So. Yeah, so that's dope. That's
Yes.
dope. So what else do you have going on? I know you have something dropping soon, don't you?
Yes. On Labor Day, I have my visual for my poem "Picture Perfect." I have that dropping. Yes, I'm so excited. Yes, it was filmed by Most Creative Dump. She is amazing. And yeah, that poem is about like a really like bad relationship I was in. I'm actually still dealing with some stuff now from that, but that's besides the point. But and just again, just closing the chapter on that, like people loved us, but the reality wasn't what people had thought. It wasn't what we had thought. We gotta cut this out, And
Right.
this poem is just about really just letting it go because the back and forth, the doing all that is I've been doing this since I was 16. I'm over it.
Right.
I'm 21.
Right.
Yeah.
Time for growth and change.
Yes,
Time for
yes,
growth and
yes.
change.
So I'm so excited for that visual. It's pretty much like another like staple. I'm trying to get into doing more visuals, for all my poems. Okay.
Right. That's
Yeah.
dope though, because it draws people in on another spectrum. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the books, the
Yes.
audios, the visuals, like, and then APC, it all ties together.
Yes, I love it.
And then bring Coco in too, so you got the rap aspect.
Yes.
So it's like a chain of
just a
growth
bunch of
and
things
success.
that represent me. Yeah,
That's dope.
That's how I know I'm gonna be successful because I'm doing so much.
I'm excited for you.
No way. Thank you.
Excited for you.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
I want to thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problem. Because you did my favor.
I'm the Stuttering Poet. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at the.stuttering.poet. And this poem that I'm gonna do is called "The Streets." I hope you guys enjoy. My mother wasn't cracks in the concrete that failed to grow roses as little black boys' blood spilled, filling them to the brim, being pattered on by the feet of little girls who don't quite understand what the word struggle means yet. They're just trying to escape the touch of a jump rope and make sure they're in the house before the streetlights kisses their foreheads goodnight. My father was an alley cat, deemed to be dead in the next few weeks. Sit up on the porch watching as a little girl's hair gets pulled through and her mother says, "I can't take this stuff no more, you need a perm." The streets to me was that of a distant cousin that I only seen at cookouts or heard on the front steps when the pop of fireworks scared me at night. Though there would be no color in the sky, only the sight of red, white, and blue lights and the screams of a mother, I never understood why my grandma nicknamed gunshots fireworks. As if the 4th of July was celebrated by man killing Shanky, another black on black crime, I still don't understand if Black Lives Matter don't take one over a color. Since you scream Black Lives Matter, don't take another, since Black lives do matter. Put on your adult shoes and show them why we do. Prove to the youth that we can surpass people's expectations and don't have to be one with the dirt or within those steel bars, broken glass and bricks on the street. Another story to add to the books. Another story to hear on the news. Another statistic. Another reason for them to say we are animals. We are not animals. We are human. We are not animals. We are human. We are not animals. We are human. But we are broken. We need stitches, not band-aids. We can't keep covering our mistakes and duct tape and alcohol that slide down our throat, dacing us from the problem. Don't turn your sorrow in that 40, face it like a man. Don't turn your sorrow in that 40, face it like a man. Like a woman. Like an adult, the rain can't help them as she needs. The wind can blow away the fascination of affiliation. Now, I'm not saying escape the hood, but reinvent it. Make it your own, make it worth years poverty-stricken, but give it a sense of hope. So when your kids say the streets raised me, you know they're in good hands. We all state problems, opinions, dreams, and wishes, but don't let them be destroyed by the crossroad we rep on our chest like our favorite basketball team. I wasn't born in the best neighborhood with the best people, but my mother showed me love. My father showed me how not to be. Grandmother showed me that anything is possible if you put your everything into it, and not to be scared to ask for help, but also understand that not everyone will be there for you. The streets showed me one way of life I can become or make better. Self-love is the best love, so give it all to you. She unzips her skin to release the unwanted demons that crept themselves into her conscience. Insecurities oozes just to be replaced with more reasons that she hates herself. More tallies added to the list. I mean lists, like she's keeping track of how many flaws she can point out before her mother knocks on that bathroom door. Her self-hate fills the sink. The feeling of worthlessness stains the drain. She was so scared, so she's scarred. Now she's scared of her scars. She covers marks with long sleeve shirts and thick wristbands for the summer, and though her smile may mimic that of the sun, she still hopes that maybe one day, if she cuts deep enough, she can escape her own flesh. She can escape her own mind, her own medicine. The therapy is just a band-aid. It helps for a little, but overall the wound is still there. The damage is still done. She feels no one cares. It is seen as overreacting until the anxiety and depression possesses her to remove her own existence. And now you have the persistence to figure out what even happened when the damage is already done. Wrist is already slit, trigger already pulled, body hanging like Halloween decorations. No more happy holidays or family pictures, please. Just listen to your children and their feelings and have it run through their veins that they don't have to adhere, that there are obstacles as high as mountains that they will overcome, because nothing lasts forever. Even in your coldest summers and your darkest days, you had meaning, you have meaning, you are something, not just someone or another being. Self-love is the best love, so give it all to you.
Tink did not come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch.